Today we're looking at the Otterbox Trooper 12 cooler, which can be purchased from Otterbox.com and retails for a little less than $200. I feel this cooler is a direct competitor to the Hopper Flip 12 made by Yeti, which costs $249.99, and it will run you an additional $49.99 if you want to add a dry pack to the front. Dimensions of the cooler are 14.25 inches by 12.5 inches high by 11 inches. One of the notable features of this cooler is the attached water-resistant pouch on the front. The inside's nice and bright, and this is a great place to put silverware, napkins, or small snacks. Inside the pouch you'll find a included Otterbox bottle opener / carabiner. The bottom of a cooler is a semi-rigid plastic material with the logo. The back of the cooler is flat with the same type of material. Included is a color match shoulder strap which connects to both sides of the cooler. Next you have a location where you can attach additional items like a rigid bottle opener or a dry box, which both are purchased separately. Top of the cooler you'll find a grab handle which has some nice give to it. Here's one of the best features that I think separates the Otterbox Trooper 12 compared to the Yeti. You've got a one-hand open and close option compared to a waterproof zipper. Inside the lid you'll find some Otterbox branding. Inside the cooler is nice and bright so you can see what you're grabbing for, and around the edge we have a continuous seal that makes the cooler watertight. Okay, now we're going to look at the storage of the Trooper 12. For size comparison I'm going to use a Yeti 2-pound ice block in the bottom. And spoiler alert, I was able to fit the Yeti 2-pound ice in the bottom and 8 16 fluid ounce hint water bottles, with room to spare for ice in between each bottle. Right now it's currently winter in the state of Ohio and we're averaging about 20 degrees outside. So let's test the temperature of the inside of the cooler. We've got 70, 70 again, 70 on the back wall, and our lid looks to be 70 degrees. Okay, we've got an average interior cooler temperature of 70 degrees, and that cooler's sitting inside a house which on average is 68 degrees. Let's fill the cooler with ice. Let's let it sit for 12 to 13 hours, and we'll retest the temperature and identify any ice loss. Here's a picture of the ice after I filled it. Now, 13 hours later, let's take a look at our level and our temperature. All in all, very impressive. It doesn't look like it dropped much. Let's take a look at our temperatures. So we've got 34 degrees. On the lid we've got 46 degrees down from 70, and another temperature reading of 34 degrees. And the opposite side, 34 degrees, and again 34 degrees. Okay, right now we're 39 hours in from when I first added the ice to the cooler, and looks like we've dropped down a little bit, but we still have a decent chunk of ice in there. Let's take some temperature readings. We've got 34 degrees, 34 degrees again on the ice, and 34 degrees on the other side. Let's check the lid at 54 degrees. On day one I opened the cooler 4 times throughout the day to mimic in and out use, and I consider this impressive after 39 hours. Okay, right now we're 61 hours in from when I first added ice to the cooler, and you can see we still have a pretty decent chunk of ice. Let's take some temperature readings. So right now we've got 34, 34 again, and 34 for the third time, and the top is going to register at 55 degrees down from 70. Currently we're at 2.5 days of ice retention, and I think it's pretty obvious we can make it to 3. Chances are pretty good too. If we pre-chilled this cooler and used an ice pack, we would probably even extend that ice retention longer. I think Otterbox hit it out of the park with the Trooper 12. It's less expensive than a Yeti, and you get more features like the front pocket and the one-handed open and close, as well as you get a 5-year warranty compared to Yeti's 3-year warranty. All in all, I think it's a great addition to the portable cooler market. I think it's worth your time and your money. Be sure to check them out at Otterbox.com.